Week 9, Brady's ball sack recap. I know I'm a couple weeks late, but hey, here we are. The other thing I want to bring to everyone's attention is I do have a special guest with me today. His name is David Williams, also known as To Infinity and Beyond. Give him a good clap. And David, I think we'll start this recap off right if you have what you need next to you. Hey, salute, my friend. Well, enough of David's face. Week 9, we've had a lot of shit going on this year. I know I'm doing really well. It's nice to see Nash in last place. What can I say?
Amen.
But let's get to what's going on in the league. I mean, here's the fucking standings. I'd love to see Kyle Torsey in first place. Some other buddies, Smithers in second place. Stan, wouldn't mind seeing you third from last, but it is what it is. And then where do we got To Infinity and Beyond, the best team name in the league right now. Dave, you're in 8th place, which, your team's strong. You got a good keeper league. If this was Dynasty, I would say you got some big things ahead of you. We're going to go to Week 9 recaps, though, starting off with Ian and myself. I beat Ian. I never beat Ian, so this was good. One thing I'm going to highlight from Ian's performance was he forgot to play Deshaun Watson. He thought Will Levis was going to be the man. 9 points ain't going to get you to beat 115. Dave, anything to say about this matchup here?
Just love to see it. Anytime Ian takes a shit, makes my day.
No, I agree, man. I agree. Next, we're actually going to go to your matchup, Dave. Never like to see Harvey
Just gloss
lose.
over it. Gloss over it, Zach.
No. Never like to see Harvey lose. So in this situation, it was really nice to see you lose against Harvey here. Harvey, you're force normally. Last year, you're the champ. I know you're down JJ, sitting at 7th place. It is what it is. We're going to keep moving on, though.
I want to give a big shout out to the Chargers defense, though, Zombo. They showed out 27 points in that matchup.
Yeah.
Made it interesting for me. I appreciated that.
Yeah, I bet it did. Monday night was a little sweat-filled, I bet. I'm going to leave this one up to Dave. We're going to ad-libbing the shit out of this, but I'm going to give him the Kyle McBride, Jordan Smithers matchup, and go at Kyle McBride if you don't mind. 65 points. Holy shit, Dave.
I don't think I need to. You said enough there, Zach. I mean, that's a toilet bowl if I've ever seen one. A couple of real dirtball guys in a dirtball matchup. Enough said.
I'm going to highlight right here only because I think Kyle drafted Gabe Davis in the 4th round this year, David. And, he's had a good season, decent season, but just a lot of goose eggs at the same time.
Well, shame on Kyle for thinking that after a boom week that Gabe Davis is going to boom twice in a row. You know what I mean? We all know what Gabe Davis is. It's an every other week thing, and you bench him after a good week. That was a shitty move.
No, I think on this one I got to mention, Dalton Kincaid's the guy now. He's the number 2, if not the number 1 receiver in, Buffalo. So I think Gabe Davis is taking a back seat to him.
Yeah, concur.
Leaving Jalen Waddle on the bench, so that was quite the strategy. I mean, 6.9 points. Whatever, Smithers. I'm never saying anything negative about you. Now, the next matchup, I mean, these are 2 of the best guys in the league, in my opinion. We got Mike Best, no pun intended, and Kyle Torsey, who's, in first place, which I love to see. Anyone else other than Kyle Torsey I would not, be happy about, but Kyle Torsey's the man. I'm pretty sure he auto-drafted, though, Dave. Would you concur on that one?
I don't think Torsey knows a single thing about fantasy sports, and it boggles my mind how he's at the top there.
I'm about to censor this because no one can say anything bad about
looking at the standings, like the top 5 teams, Stan very much so included, don't know shit about fantasy, and somehow the 3 of the people or 2 of the people at minimum that spend hours on fantasy sports and you and Ian are at the bottom. I mean, Nash is what we expect, but
yeah, no, I think it kind of shows maybe we need to get off the fucking Twitters and all that bullshit and just do what's in our heart rather than what the fucking assholes are telling us to do. But Kyle got served up his 2nd loss of the season against Best. I love this matchup. 2 of the best guys in here. They just had 2 kids. They're just beautiful people, and there's nothing negative we're gonna say about these guys.
Well, let me ask you a question. Was there anyone else he could have played other than Royce fucking Freeman? I mean, is that who I really see in a starting lineup?
I mean, let's see.
There was no one on the waiver.
I'm sure there.
Nobody.
Come on, it's Kyle Torsey, man. He's not following the waiver. I mean, he's still got Kadarius Toney on his bench. So I mean, come on. I think that should tell you everything you need to know right there.
Fuck.
All right, this next matchup I'm excited to talk about. We got Mr. Last Place Nash, which 1-8. I love to see it. 0-9 would look a lot better on him. I think Dave agrees with that one. Germ, still the kid that said he was great at fantasy football 5 years ago, and still kind of in the bottom of the pack at ninth place. Whatever.
Jerm, can you pay attention to this fucking league? I sent you a trade offer 3 days ago. You're telling me you haven't looked at this once in 3 days? Piece of shit.
Hey man,
Unbelievable.
guy put up 145 points, man. I don't think he needs your your pity parties there, Dave.
Whatever.
That's a good matchup.
Take the league seriously, Jerm.
And it moves on to two of the least favorite people in this league, Stan and Matheny. Always love to see Matheny lose. So 5-4 at fifth place. I love that. Yeah, look at Dave's pretty excited about that. Love to see Dave excited about someone losing, as long as it's not myself. Man, that Lamar Jackson trade is not looking out. He was trying to pawn that off on everybody. Did you get a trade request from Matheny trying to give you Lamar? I know everybody else did.
I don't have a quarter. No, nope,
Okay.
sure didn't.
Yeah, but the Stephon Diggs pick is working really well out for Matheny, and then he just traded me Pacheco. I don't think he realized that Kenneth Walker's about to take the backseat to Charbonnet. What do you think about that, Dave?
Well, first of all, it's Charbonnet, moron. But
Wow.
yeah, I think he bested you on that deal. I mean, proof is in the standings. So
Yeah,
look
well,
where
if
you're.
Keenan Allen breaks a hamstring again, then I'm going to be sitting pretty with running back rather than Rashawn Johnson as my number two RB. So, but that's a nice segue into some big trades that we've had come through this week, Dave. I'm going to just put that running out of time. You got to be fucking kidding me. What do you think about these trades we had this week, Dave? We had some big trades come through. Ian getting Jameer Gibbs for Laporta and Kyron Williams. Do you think that's just Ian sucking on the line's dick too much, or you think that's a good trade?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Ian was really thinking. Montgomery's coming back, and he's going to take all the goal line work. I think it's just shitty player for shitty player. To be honest, Laporta's probably the best player in that trade. Kyron Williams, who wants a running back coming off the IR, not me. Jameer Gibbs, yeah, love him. Go Lions, but Monty's going to score about 12 touchdowns in the last 8 weeks of the season, while Gibbs catches 19 balls.
I don't know, man. I'm a big Gibbs fan. Ian and I drafted him pretty high in a lot of dynasty leagues. We got a lot of shit for it, but it's looking pretty hot in
Idiots.
dynasty. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hey, our team's legit. We don't. I don't need to hear from you, David. How do you feel?
Can I just ask though, like the Justin Herbert trade, right? You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, right? And you give Lamar, who puts up 8 points every other week. He's the Gabe Davis of quarterbacks. Jerry Judy's a nothing burger. You guys want to see Matheny go for 4 so we can rub this shit in our nuts for the next year? I don't understand. The guy's projected 109 points next week. Fucking embarrassing.
Well said, Dave. I tend to agree with you on that one. And then Jerry Judy is a nobody. I don't know what we're doing there. That's fine. Now let's talk about your trade. How do you feel about that?
Well, anytime you trade for somebody on the Jets roster, it's a question mark. But again, running back coming off the IR, I feel good giving him away. I gave Nash some solid keeper choices, seeing as how he has nothing else to play for this year other than pride and dignity, which he has none of. And then I've got like a 4th wide receiver 2 in McLaurin. So, if someone wants a wide receiver 2, I've got 4 of them. Let me know.
Yeah, no, I mean, the other thing, too, is the only person who actually wants to wear a dress in this league is Matheny. So I know Nash is not planning to wear a dress. I know I'm not. That's essentially why I did trade for Isaiah Pacheco, leaving Keenan Allen, who, come on, he's going to get hurt. He always gets hurt every year. It's amazing that he hasn't. I understand I traded a top 5 wide receiver for a running back that might not be consistent, but I needed some depth, and also got $70 fab, which I haven't had fab all year, so it feels good to have some money in the bank there, David. So
Yeah.
that's what's going on there. And then let's actually, I want you to kind of talk about this trade that Matheny and Nash made for Lamar Jackson, Zach Moss, and Chris Godwin. One thing I will say before you start talking, Dave, and it's the fact that Zach Moss and Chris Godwin combined for 6 points, while Lamar Jackson combined for 9. So I don't know what to say there, but I'm going to leave it up to you, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's looked okay. Other than last week, right? Zach Moss splitting carries with Jonathan Taylor. That's not going to keep up, but, it happened. Chris Godwin, again, nice wide receiver too, but you're giving up Lamar Jackson, one of the top quarterbacks in the league. So I don't remember who was on Nash's team, who his other quarterback was when he made that trade, but didn't look good from the beginning. There was a lot of drama involved in that trade.
No, I agree. I mean, we know the only real reason you're going to veto a trade these days is if there's collusion, and I know those two guys aren't colluding. I don't think anybody in their right mind would collude with Matheny. So any trade made with Matheny always gets put through, in my opinion. I don't think anyone wants to help that guy out. But here's Week 10 matchups. I think the real ones that stick out to me right now are Stan versus Torsey. That's a first versus third matchup right there. I'm not showing my screen because I'm a fucking dick. So yeah, first versus third right here. Kyle versus Stan.
Rivalry week, right? Or whatever they call it.
Yeah, the commissioner fucked that one up because rivalry week. I can't. Thanks for making me say it, Dave. Everyone know I'm a bigger idiot than I am. Yeah, no, I think that's the only matchup that really means anything this week. Mike Best is playing, so we'll highlight that too because love you, Mike Best. Hope you're doing well in Cali, and I think that's it for this week, Dave. I mean, not a bad double recap. I mean, maybe we could start doing this. Maybe we'll upgrade to fucking Zoom Pro so we don't have time remaining on our ship. But if you got some more, Dave, I'll take one more with you before we sign off, man. Hopefully, we don't have to do a second take because I'll be drunk by fucking dinner. So, yeah, na zdrowie.